Hey guys, I'm Laura Sawkins. I am Superstar Director of Team Glitter Sparkle here in the UK. I hope you're having a wonderful world tour so far. How absolutely incredible has it been? And I'm here today to talk to you about look out for tools to help you in your business. So I'm going to share a few things, a few tasks, behaviours, ideas, things that I do in my business, or things that I've learned within my business, that hopefully you can take something away and implement it into your own. What's really, really important for me to touch on, first of all, is that you may find something today. You might find a little nugget of information, because not everything that I do and not everything that works for me is going to work for you or is going to work for everybody else. It is so important in the world of being a Scentsy consultant, or in anything really in life, is to 100% authentically be who you are. Obviously, the Scentsy core values: simplicity, authenticity, and generosity. And there is literally only one you on this planet, one of you. So if you spend your time, especially in this, social media fueled world, I 100% know, I think there's probably no one on the planet that's ever, can say they've never compared themselves to somebody else. It's really, really easy to get into this comparison game and to look at what this person's doing, that person's doing, and think, oh my goodness, I'm not doing all the things that everybody else is doing. It's really, really important to remember that there is only one you, and you are who you are for a reason. So you need to work on being the absolute best version of you, and that is where your business is going to thrive. 100% take inspiration from other people. Our Scentsy community is literally like nothing I've ever known, for people sharing ideas. But ultimately, not everything that works for one person is going to work for the next person. So it's really, really important to take inspiration, but never ever compare yourself. Work on doing the things that work for you and play to your strengths, and that is where your business will thrive. So, secondly, the second thing that's really, really important in your business, and what I've definitely found since I became a leader, I had no leadership experience when I came into Scentsy. And again, over the years, I've probably compared myself to other people and thought, I need to be doing that, I need to be doing that. You need to keep your business simple, okay? I feel, especially over the last few years where we've come out of this crazy time and we had to adapt, and we had to flip things on their head when the world went a bit crazy. I won't say that word, but we're now coming out of the other side, and we can strip our business back to basics and do the things that grew our businesses in the first place. Buy, host, join. They are the three main components of our business, and as long as you know that you are doing those things, you are talking to people about buying the product, would they like to be a host? Would they like the opportunity to earn themselves some free or half price Scentsy? Or if they're doing that and sharing it with their friends and family, would they like the opportunity to join and start their own Scentsy adventure? As long as you know that consistently, that's something I'm going to come to in a moment, as long as you know that consistently you are doing those things, then you are working your business. So that's another massive tip from me, is get rid of all the fluff. Get rid of all the fluff. That's something you would have heard me say so many times. If you were part of my team, I literally say it all the time. Get rid of all the fluff. Sitting and scrolling on social media is not working your business. Spending 2 hours making something looking beautiful on Canva is amazing and it's wonderful, but it's not working your business. And this also feeds back into what I said about authenticity. For me, that wouldn't be a productive use of my time. I do use Canva, and I do go on and I find a template and I think, right, okay, that's got the information, and I'll print that off and then I'll get to work. Because for me, it doesn't come naturally. I know I can work on it, but you need to play to your strengths. I know that by printing that nice thing on Canva, popping it in my borrow bag, and then going out and having a conversation with somebody, that's where my strengths lie. So you need to keep your business simple and work to the things that are your strengths. Okay. You need to be networking. This is the third thing. I feel that where we've been in a world for the last few years where obviously everything had to go online and we had no choice, and it was wonderful, and we pivoted and the world exploded, we got into a really good habit of marketing. And when I say networking, that can be in person, that can be online through conversation, through Messenger, through WhatsApp, through email, through phone conversations, or one-to-one communication. But you need to make sure that you are networking. We started as a party plan business, we've evolved into a network marketing business, and we still obviously have elements of both, but we are a network marketing business, and you need to make sure, and this is something that I consistently, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, something that I consistently track to make sure that I am doing. If I am not building new connections, having new conversations, asking for referrals, getting my borrow bag out there, following up with my current customers and saying, would you like to share this with your friends and family? If you are not networking, you are only doing half of your business. We are a network marketing. If you are only marketing and not doing the networking, your business is not going to grow. So networking is super, super important. Okay, your borrow bag, your whiff pots, those little pots of joy, which is what I like to call them, my little teammates. You need to get those out working for you. That is something that I consistently do in my business. If they are, I have 3 bags that are out on rotation. If they are in my house, in my office, in my car, I get like itchy feet. I think, right, who has never smelled Scentsy that I can get that out to? That is definitely a task that I consistently make sure that borrow bag is getting out under people's noses. This is a term you have heard loads of times in the Scentsy world. If they can smell it, you can sell it. If they can smell it, you can sell it. We all know, once somebody smells those Scentsy whiff pots, once somebody smells the products, they absolutely are going to fall in love. And you're going to have a customer for life, and maybe a teammate, who knows? So make sure that your whiff pots are consistently out with different people. Also, make sure you put this is something that I do, make sure that you put an end date on it. Don't just drop it off and leave it with somebody and just leave it and then follow up in like 2 weeks. If you treat it like a business, it will be like a business. If you say, I need to have that bag back, I'm going to drop it to you on Monday, I need to pick it up on Thursday because it's going out, it's got a better social life than me, that little bag of smells. Make sure you put an end date and you treat it like a business, because then it will show that the products are in demand. Okay, behaviours. This is literally a subject that lights me up inside. It's something I could talk about all day long. I think it probably comes from my previous career as a fitness instructor, but looking after yourself. If you want your business to grow, in my humble opinion, in some way, shape or form, you need to lead yourself first. And this is me being authentic and sharing with you what works for me. You need to, if you grow the person, you will grow the business. And what I mean is, you need to look after yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. This is relevant in your business. This is relevant in your life as a mother. This is obviously just me, but as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a daughter, whatever it may be, you need to look after yourself first, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And I know personally that behaviors that have worked for me and that have grown my business really had a definitive effect on my business is making sure that I'm not like on all the time. Nobody can consistently pour out to other people all the time. Your cup is going to absolutely run dry. So make sure that you regularly, not just once and hoping that feeling is going to last forever, make sure that you are regularly switching off and taking the time to do something for you. For me, it's training. I love training. I love exercise. It's always just been part of who I am. But for you, it might be, reading a book or taking a bath or going for a walk or going to do a sewing class. I don't know. Whatever is relevant for you and makes you who you are and, lights you up from the inside. Because when you are restored, you are going to be more productive in your business. Okay. So you need to make sure that you are consistently setting out time and scheduling time into your day, into your week, to do something for you that you enjoy purely for the joy of it. Find joy in the journey. We all find joy in our Scentsy business. That's why we do it. But if it becomes absolutely everything and you're not doing other things to find joy, then you're going to start to resent it almost maybe. And then you need to do the things that are going to light you up a little bit. And you will come back restored and you will come back ready to rock your business. Okay, so you need to lead you first. Also in terms of looking after yourself, drinking plenty of water, eating a good diet, all those things. If you are feeling your best, you are going to thrive in your business. Now, not everybody might agree with that sentence, with that statement, but I am here today to share with you authentically what works for me. And for me personally, I do believe if you take care of yourself first, That is 100% going to roll out into every other area of your life, including your business. Okay, really, really super important. As your business grows and as your team grows, and or if you haven't got a team, as your customer base grows, it's really super important to implement things into your business that are duplicatable. If you are doing things that take a lot of your time, and I know it's lovely sometimes to make orders look beautiful and wonderful, and I'm not saying don't do that, but you need to do things that are duplicatable. So let's put it in relevance to your team. So if you've got a team and you send out recognition and you send out, you know, emails, for example, or if you send things through the post, I always remember hearing very early on in my Scentsy journey, do for 5 what you could do for 500. You need to do things that are duplicatable. And it comes back to that core value of simplicity. Keep your business simple. Once your business starts to get complicated and all the fluff comes in, that's when you're going to start to lose the love for it. So keep it simple. Make sure that the tasks that you are implementing into your day are duplicatable. Okay, try and find some systems. Now, I could sit here and say that I have every single system in my business down to a T. That wouldn't be truthful. That wouldn't me being authentic and being honest with you. But trying to implement some systems, and some of you may say that you don't have systems. You probably do, but you don't realize you do. So maybe after this training, or maybe go home after World Tour and, you know, have a little bit of self-reflection, but try to start implementing some systems that work for you. For me personally, I find setting myself a daily goal list is really, really super important. Almost like a brain dump on the morning. When I get up and I've got my coffee and the house is quiet, I literally get a list and I make a list of all the things that I want to achieve in that day. Some days there's going to be loads of things on there, and I know that I'm not going to get them all done, but at least if I get to the end of the day and I can tick off 3 or 4 of them, I know that I have done something to move my business forward. I've done something consistently to move my business forward. And just getting that all out of your brain, because if you're just like wandering around from one task to the next and not really knowing what you're doing, getting it down on paper will be super, super helpful. And it's a sense of achievement when you get to the end of the day and you tick that off, and then you might come to that book the next day and think, actually, I'll carry that over and I'll add a couple more things on there. And then you know that you are consistently doing income producing tasks that are going to move your business forward. The last thing that I want to talk to you about before I finish is consistency. You have heard me say that probably 5 or 6 times throughout this presentation. If there is one tip I can give you more than anything with your business, it's being consistent. With anything in this world, whether it's your business, whether it's with fitness, whether it's with eating better, whether it's with drinking water, you have to do something consistently, and it's being intentional with it. But you know, intentional consistency and taking action is where your business is going to grow. You can't do something once and then expect the results. You have to do something over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's the consistency where your business is going to grow. And you are going to get people saying no, and you are going to get people that are going to ghost you, and you are going to get people that are not going to join even though you've asked them 20 times. Keep asking them. If you know that they've shown an interest, never, no doesn't always mean never. The opportunity is always there. So it's so important to be consistent in your business. If you do something once and it doesn't take off, do it again, keep trying, keep following up, keep getting those whiff pots out, because there is no business in this world that has exploded overnight. But if you do something consistently, and it's much, much better to look back and know that you have tried. And if something, doesn't work out, then at least you know you've tried. But if you do it consistently, it will eventually grow. Right, guys, I am going to wrap this up for now. I hope this was helpful. If there was anything at all that you ever want to ask me about, or, add me on social media or reach out to me if you've got any questions, that is what the Scentsy community is about. So I hope this was helpful. Enjoy the rest of World Tour. What a wonderful, wonderful event. Thank you for listening, and I will speak to you soon.